Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, and we have a question for everyone.
Yeah.
Have you thought about switching careers? Has that ever occurred to you?
I love my job.
Not that I'm asking, like, you know.
No.
Perhaps you should consider switching careers, Heather.
But this came up in a Facebook Live chat that we have on my Facebook page called After the Show. And so I think it was last week someone posed the question, if you left broadcasting today, what would you do tomorrow?
Right. If it were something totally outside of communications,
right,
what would you do? And what would you do?
It's hard because, not that I'm older, but you know, you kind of question, well, is there enough time to completely start over? But if I could, I would say become a detective. And
I think you'd be good at that because you're very analytical. You're putting puzzle pieces together when you cover news stories. I think you'd be good at it.
I just think it would be a lot of fun. I mean, I don't want to say fun, but like just interesting.
Right.
You know?
It would be an interesting job.
Right.
Now, I have a couple things to fall back on. One is that I would go to a beach town and paint pictures, but I think probably everybody thinks of that. And in fact, a couple years ago, well, I don't. Maybe a lot of people.
Not me. But,
that has been sort of a dream when I go to a beach town. I'm like, couldn't I just move here and paint pictures? And in fact, a couple summers ago, I painted a picture, and I just want to share it this morning.
Oh, no.
Have you seen this picture?
I don't know. I haven't.
Okay. So this
is
it's
actually good.
She says with such surprise.
Although, is that... So that's the fountain?
That's the fountain.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was...
Yeah. And so I did this, I sort of taught myself. I've always sort of sketched, but I've never painted before. So I, made a lot of mistakes, but I kept with it. And then, so this is hanging up in our living room at home.
One day to be auctioned off worth millions.
I don't know about that, but maybe I could go back to that.
So
if this TV thing doesn't work out,
that's what you would want to do.
Go back to painting.
Well, this kind of brought up an interesting topic, though, and that is, when do people really want to get out of their careers or change careers? Because I think years ago, people would stay in the same business, in the same industry, their entire careers.
And that's not necessarily true now. I mean, people embark on something new at age 50 and start something entirely new, have a second act, if you will.
So this comes about generally around middle age, right? Where people are
realizing middle age, I guess.
Realizing they're a little unhappy, perhaps. And researchers have kind of decided that middle-aged is the most unhappy time in your life.
Right. In fact, so it looks like this. It looks like a U.
I drew a U so you guys could see what a U looks like in case you don't know.
These are Heather's artistic skills. She drew a U. No, but this is
this
like
is the extent of it.
This is basically me at 45.
Yeah, you're right at the bottom.
I'm right at the bottom. I'm 46, so maybe.
So you're just faking the smile.
Yeah.
This is all a front.
I truly am happy. Yeah, but these researchers have found that you're happiest sort of in your 20s as you're starting off. You're
that's a good time. That's a good time. Okay.
And then at 45, you sort of hit the bottom.
Right down here.
And that's when maybe you're looking at life and thinking, well, what else should I do? How should I be happy? And then things turn around. This is the good news.
After you buy the convertible or have the midlife crisis and get everything you want, you start ticking back up, right?
Right. So anyway, that's what we have to share with you today. Life is a U.
All right. So have you ever forgotten somebody's name or maybe like never even remembered it?
Oh yeah, I'm so bad at this.
Me
Like if you're meeting people out and about, and if I don't play like a game in my head to remember people's names, I have a tough time.
Well, the hard part too in this business is that people know us, so they say hi to us when we're out, and you're thinking, oh boy, do I know you or do you know me? And so you're trying to piece it together, and sometimes I get a little nervous that I should be remembering somebody's name when maybe I've never even met them.
Well, it's true, yeah, sometimes that's tricky. And then I know people, and I won't say who, but there are people who just call everyone like, hey, mister, hey, guy, and then that way you don't have to, hey, guy, yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, so
if you have
that's
a
technique.
Yeah.
But actually, we found, courtesy of Business Insider, some things that you can do if you have forgotten someone's name and you are in mid-conversation with the person and you realize, I have no idea who I'm speaking to. So number one, ask them to put their phone number in your phone. So hand them your phone, and then that way they're going to put their name in as well, so you'll get their name that way.
So what if I could just see this, though, kind of falling apart? What if they say,
totally
my hands are full. Can you actually do that?
Or I'm a germaphobe. I don't want to touch your phone. That's just what I would say. Now, the other thing is ask for their email, because many times, you know, someone's name isn't an email, but not always.
True.
Not always. And then introduce them to a friend is another technique.
This can backfire.
This could also backfire, because you bring the
there.
friend over, and then the person is waiting for you to say their name. You're hoping, the whole point is that they will say their own name, but sometimes that could be risky.
You could always take a phone call, like, oh, I'm sorry, hold on, my phone's ringing. Just get distracted yourself.
Get
in
to
the middle of
that's
that
good.
introduction.
Oh, Heather, you're good. You're good. You should be a detective or something. All right, ask someone else. That's kind of obvious afterwards, and also ask for a business card if you're in a business situation. I mean, not everybody has a business card, though,
right?
You know, unless they're a business person.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
So there's that. But that's a good fallback, I think.
Yeah.
Well, have you heard them yet?
I haven't.
You haven't?
I'm purposely trying not to listen.
Why? They bother you?
I think they're a little creepy.
The cicadas, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about the cicadas. Every 17 years they come for a visit, and guess what? The 17 years is up. So John Shumway was out and about. I think this was in the Sewickley area.
Yes.
And they're out.
Yeah, well, it's not just that they're out. So John, in his report yesterday, is talking about how they are considered a delicacy in some parts of the world. And to prove this point, he decided on the air to eat one. Take a look.
And cicadas are considered a delicacy in a lot of cultures. Some places they make tacos out of them. Others they put them on salads. And in some places they just eat them raw.
All right, now here's the thing. We want to let you know that John is okay. He did not, you know, and we apologize to all of you who might have been eating breakfast right now. But yeah, he said it tastes a little like asparagus, and he said the wings were a little like potato chips, the consistency of potato chips, which ruins both of those things for me forever.
It's just so, we've been playing that clip all morning long on the news.
And it never gets any better when you watch it.
It's just never, I just can't get used to it. And you know what's kind of sad? That cicada was in the ground for 17 years.
Only to be eaten by John Shumway?
Only to be eaten. And all it wanted to do was come out and mate. And instead it got eaten by John Shumway.
Well, it made a television appearance. I mean, not all cicadas get to do that.
All right, also making news yesterday.
Yes, let's move on.
Ben Roethlisberger and his exclusive interview with Bob Pompiani.
Yeah, he really opened up about a lot of things, and he talked about the next 3 years, his contract extension, saying that he feels great, his arm feels strong, he is really humbled and honored to be here, and he says, I'm going to give them everything over the next 3 years. So it was really a positive interview in that respect.
And there's a lot of question about what things are going to look like in this upcoming season. Of course, Antonio Brown being traded, and he kind of touched on that a little bit during his interview with Pomp. But a lot of people are wondering, can Juju step into those shoes? Can he fill that role? And Ben talked a little bit about his mentoring of Juju and kind of having those conversations with him about, you know, filling that role. So we'll see.
Interesting to see. It's actually an exciting time for the Steelers.
It is, I think.
And speaking of the Steelers, we have some That's So Pittsburgh pictures to show you. And the first one is very Steelers related. You know, there are fans all over, and they like to show their support. That's so Pittsburgh.
Wait, I actually own that dress.
Well, that's how absolutely attention to detail oriented our art department is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the picture. That was just the first time I saw that. Okay. So what do you guys think about this sign? This is like the ultimate Steelers. We don't know why the sign was created the way that it was. Maybe somebody stole an actual Steelers sign?
Yeah, or maybe it's someone being thrifty and said, why buy one of those pre-produced Steelers signs when I can show my artistic skills and make my own?
Much like David Highfield.
Yes, David Highfield might do this. This is not my sign, but yeah. All right, we have another picture to show you. This is a pastrami and Swiss sandwich, and this was posted by Palazzo 1837 in Washington, PA. Hashtag That's So Pittsburgh. We assume, because there's slaw on it, apple cider slaw. It is on pumpernickel bread. It has Swiss cheese and pastrami, and it's making me hungry.
It's just missing the French fries there.
Yes.
And then lastly, we have this, which we got to see when Mikey was at Woolies.
Right, at Woolies. Like, I've been to Woolies, and I didn't realize they had the singing cow. But you press the red button, and the cow sings, and, you know, That's So Pittsburgh. So we hope if you see something that strikes you as That's So Pittsburgh, put it on social media, hashtag it, maybe we'll share it on the air.
Yeah.